All right. So I kind of wanted to just make this because I see a lot of the time people having fun without actually working for it. I see so much where people I feel did not earn the right to party. If you can work hard, you can party hard. If you party hard but don't work hard, you do not deserve to party. You do not deserve to have fun. You have to work to have fun. And that is a mindset that I have instilled in myself that has helped me stay consistent with working out, has been helping me stay consistent with personal development and any kind of work that I do on myself. If you think that working a part time job, if you think that fucking around for the whole week, not reading, not exercising, not waking up on time. If you think that doing the bare minimum in life gives you the right to have fun, well, I just want you to know that you will always be in the same position that you're at because you think that you can party first before you work. And that's how you become a bum. I don't think anybody wants to be a fucking bum. And I don't want to sound like a dick when I say things like that, but when I have so many people ask me, how did I instill discipline or how do I get better financially? How do I take care of myself? And I give them basically the blueprint. All right. And they say, well, how am I supposed to do that when I need to sleep in? I'm tired. You're tired after working a part time job? You're a fucking loser. Are you serious? It's a poor mindset. And that is why when you go to bed, you don't feel fulfilled. It really irks me when someone will ask me to put in the effort to help them achieve their goals, but they don't even show up for themselves. If you don't believe in yourself, how can you ever expect anybody to believe in you? They will always clap and give you congratulations after you already did it. Not while you're doing it. While you're doing it, that's when you need the support, and that's when the support don't happen. It's after you already showed this mountain of achievement. I just want you to know that I grew up poor. I grew up in poverty. My mom was on disability and we had food stamps. I don't think I'll ever be in that situation in my life again. And it is only through the discipline and the mindset that I have had to instill within myself. So when I say this to the camera and tell you guys, hey, this is what you got to think, I'm giving you the blueprint. All you got to do is follow it. How do I start? What do I do? You already know the answer to that. You really do. You just start. You have to take a step. You have to take a step. You cannot just sit there and expect things to come to you. I heard once, if another opportunity comes to me, I'll take it. And I kind of felt a little disgusted, I'm not going to lie. You have to create opportunity. You have to create opportunity for yourself. Nobody can do that work for you. And if you don't have a job, I'm sorry, you're a bum. You're a fucking bum. And I'm not saying that if you just got fired or you went through some sort of hardship. There was times where I didn't have a job, but I was still working out. I had a decent savings, so I wasn't worried about shit. I was still working on myself mentally, but I'm telling you, there's so many times where I see people who don't have a job and they don't do jack shit. And they're too tired. You are not cut out for this world. I'm just telling you that right now. Life is gonna fuck you up. It is gonna steamroll your ass. And if you feel like it already is, it's just gonna get worse because you choose to have life be easy. So in the future, it's going to be hard. If you choose not to go to the gym, if you choose not to teach yourself or learn about financial literacy, if you choose not to take care of your mind, your mental state, they get worse. It just makes me so upset because I'm like, okay, so you had time to scroll through TikTok and then you switched to Instagram and then you went to Snapchat and then you switched back to Instagram because somebody sent you a reel and then you watched a couple more reels. Then you hop on video games. Then you order DoorDash and take however long to get the DoorDash order together. Then maybe you sit on the couch and watch a show. There is so much time. People who say they don't have time for things are typically the people who have all the time in the world and they're just fucking lazy. People deserve to have fun in their lives. People deserve to fill their lives with experience 100%. I am all for that. I love experience. I love that shit. I go to raves, festivals, I go to bars, and I play pool or darts, and I mean, I do so many different things. And I feel like I deserve it. And honestly, sometimes I feel like, if I didn't put in enough work that week, I feel kind of shitty when I go party because I'm like, man, I didn't make as many sales at my job. Man, I didn't actually read like I said I was going to. If you reward yourself for being a bum, you will always be a bum. If you think that after the bare minimum, after you doing the bare minimum, that you deserve to smoke a joint, I'm sorry, you don't. You just don't. You don't deserve to smoke a joint if you do the bare minimum. You don't deserve a fucking piece of cake if you do the bare minimum. You just don't. The reason why you're in that position is because you reward yourself for doing nothing. Don't reward yourself for doing nothing. Why do you, when you see somebody doing something that you want to do, you feel like shit when you go to bed? It's not because you're not doing that thing that they're doing, it's because you're not even working towards that thing to do it. I want to go all over. I have so much planned in my life that I want to do. And every single day, I make a constant effort to do it. It is that journey, it is that discipline, it is that progression that really, really, really brings the joy. If I told you that your physique was 4 years away, and if you started today in 4 years, you will be at your dream physique, would you start? If you say yes, why the fuck haven't you started? But if you don't believe that you can do it, you will never do it. It took me convincing myself that I'm going to be successful to even get to a quarter of where I want to be. I don't even feel like I'm at a quarter of what I want to be at. I feel like I'm at a fraction of what I want to be at. I feel like I did the bare minimum. I feel like I'm doing the bare minimum. I tell myself I'm doing the bare minimum because where I want to be, I'm not even close to that. I am creating those building blocks, those disciplines. I am creating that to get there. And eventually it'll go slowly up, and then it fucking breaks. Eventually it does. Think about any kind of protest or movement that's happened in life. It was these little things that happened that pushed people, and then that one thing snapped, and then it fucking created the uproar. That is the same thing with progress. Eventually, it will just compound on itself, and you fucking skyrocket and go to places that you've never even thought you would be. All I have to say, I am not rich. I am not this super wealthy person. But I have this rich mindset, I have this wealthy mindset that gets me one step closer to being that. And you don't build anything. You can't even build your own self-respect. You either can be an order taker or you can be a difference maker. You cannot sit around and do nothing and expect to be great. If you have to write on sticky notes words of affirmation, if you have to write on sticky notes like different quotes that will help you and put it on the mirror, then do it. You will not wake up tomorrow and automatically know, oh, this is exactly what I need to do. It just doesn't work like that. You have to work on trial and error. If you keep consuming content, you will always be a consumer. You do not want to be like that. I don't think anybody wants to be like that, really. I think everybody has this genius of creativity who want to create and make things and not just be some like machine or robot at a job that they don't like. I had a job where I was getting paid $30 an hour. I made $70,000 at the age of 22. And it was just like mind-boggling. I never thought I would do that. I was like, what the hell? And I still looked at myself in the mirror and said, Caleb, I will not make money being severely depressed, working in a factory, hating myself, losing all of my time that I could spend with people and family and doing things that I really enjoy for this company. I just won't. I don't care what you fucking pay me because my mind is worth more than the dollar. And I hear it so many times where people will say, oh, well, I want to quit. I hate this job. I want to quit. I hate this job. I want to quit. I hate this job. I'm going to quit. I'm going to quit. I'm going to quit. And then they stay there for years. You're weak. And I don't say that to put you down. I say that because Realization is the first step to change, and hopefully me saying that you're weak, you realize that, because that is a weak mindset. When I made all that money that year from that job, I was like, holy shit, this is awesome, this is great. And I mean, it was great. It felt good to save that much. It felt good to be in that position. I'm like, man, I could stay at this job. I don't have to go anywhere. I'm set. That's it. I can be complacent. I can be comfortable. Fuck that. I decided after making that much that year, I said, I am worth more than that. I am worth more than being a factory worker slaving away. I'm telling you, if you feel in your fucking heart that you do not want to do that job and it is not fulfilling you at all, and it's not teaching you to be better, or it's not perpetuating you, it's not pushing you towards where you want to be, you need to find something else. You really do. I've been a truck driver, and I said, I'm not fucking doing this. I'm not going to sit in a truck all day being isolated, not being able to talk to anybody. Fuck that. That's not me, because it's not about the money. It's about the wealth that you have in your mind. What you believe that you should be, you should always take that step towards it. Honestly, I don't really tell a lot of people this, but I lost everything because I was trying to start a business. And I'm not going to get into that. That's a different video for a different time. I lost everything I saved. Everything. As soon as I left, like just like that. Just like all that hard work that I did, it just felt like it was for nothing. It felt like it was for nothing. But then I kept moving forward. I said, I will not go back. I don't care if I lost everything. I will not go back. I'm going to focus on myself. I am going to be great. And I feel so much more fulfilled knowing that I chose myself over that company. I chose myself over going to work and being ridiculed all the time by fucking old heads who just hated their life because they work in a factory. I went from working with toxic motherfuckers, scumbags, people that I despise just looking at, to working with a team of people who push me forward, who teach me things about myself, who actually care about my personal development as a human. That is worth so much more than the money that I am not making from not being at that job. And have I been getting closer and closer? Oh yeah, I'm working on it. But it's not always how much you make, it's how much you save too. This is a question I want you to ask yourself. Why do you feel like your current position is all that you can achieve? Who told you that? Who made you believe that? And why do you believe that in yourself? Because I used to believe that too. I did. It's so much different going from a place where people look down on you and talk down on you to a place where they lift you up. You have to find your people. Don't surround yourself with people who don't want to see you succeed. Don't. Because it is going to be so much harder, because you already have the doubt in yourself. So having the doubt from other people just adds to it. It makes it so much harder. You have to surround yourself with people who are like, you can do it. You know, when I first started caring about finance, when I first started working out and all that, so many people doubted me. I proved them wrong all the time. When I first started getting into investing, I remember the first thing that somebody said to me is, you shouldn't do that. I don't think you know what you're doing. You might lose money. And you want to know something? As soon as I invested, I lost all the money I invested the next day. It was crazy. But I didn't sell my shares, so I just waited for it. You know, I had patience, okay? But really, it went down immediately. I was losing money for, I think, 2.5 years off of those investments, and I waited long enough. I trusted in the process. I didn't need the money. I never needed to take it out. And honestly, I don't even think that I even have those funds. Like, I don't even think about it. Like, those aren't mine. It's just a number. I don't even know what it means. You have to convince yourself that you can't afford anything. You have to convince yourself that you can't be lazy. You have to convince yourself that it is not in your DNA to be mediocre. It's so sad to me that I just see these people who are just begging for change, and they're the only ones who stop themselves. I just want you to know that I have lost way more than you have ever tried. I'm telling you that. I have lost so much in pursuit of what I am trying to be, because losses are not losses, they're lessons in hindsight. And if you can believe that and turn every loss into a learning experience, you will be great. If you can turn any loss into a lesson, you will be great. I'm telling you, the only thing that will get you there is working fucking hard. And it hurts. It sucks. I've sacrificed time with friends a lot. The reason why I'm able to have as much fun as I have is because I sacrificed it a lot before. And honestly, I'm sacrificing it again now. You have to sacrifice the version of yourself now to be the version of yourself that you want to be in the future. I sacrificed my job when I was working as a semi-truck driver. I could have done that for the rest of my life. I sacrificed working at that factory where I was making 30 an hour. I could have retired from there. I sacrificed it. I wanted to start a business. I put money into it. That money's gone. It's a sacrifice. I want you to know that when I say this into the camera, I'm not just talking to you, I'm talking to me too. Because I need to check myself sometimes. Because I know that I can be doing more. If you don't at least put in 1% tomorrow after hearing this, when are you ever going to? When? Like, when is it going to happen? When are you going to do it? When are you going to do it? Ask yourself that. Look in the mirror. Oh, I'll do it tomorrow. No, just do it today. In this world, I just want you to know that it's you versus you. If you wake up and your life is revolved around drama, I just want you to know that you're shallow. The reason why you talk about it so much, the reason why you're so enveloped in it is because you have nothing going for you. Would you really want to spend your energy laying in bed fucking texting with a bowl of Cheetos or whatever on the side of you, watching whatever show you want to watch? You do not deserve to go out and party and have fun. You just don't. You have work to do. If you make excuses on like why you didn't clean your house or why your house is messy, you're kind of a loser. You really are. How can you even say that? I mean, well, you're not going to take care of yourself because it's not as easy? What the fuck? I was working 70 hours a week at that factory and my house was spotless. And I'm not saying your house needs to be spotless, but I shouldn't come over to your home and not have a place to fucking sit. Okay? I just shouldn't. Come on. What are you doing? What are you fucking doing? You're lazy. You're fucking lazy. If you got to the end of this rant, I really do appreciate you watching it, no matter who you are. I really do appreciate you watching it in its entirety. And I really hope that it resonates with you and it hits you where you need to hear it. I used to be scared to be the version of myself that I am right now. And that's really all I got to say. So I really appreciate your time. Thank you.